Hello everyone, Revenmegas here, welcoming you to a review of Farmer Life Simulator. Yes, this was a game that the key was actually given to me, and I thought I'd try it out. Now, you know me, I am a big fan of farming games such as Stardew Valley and my time at Porsche. But this is a hard game to even recommend. Now you might be asking yourself, why? Why wouldn't I recommend this? Well, first of all, this is the most barren game I think I've ever played. The map itself is tiny. There's a few different shops, your farm, a mechanic, and a gas station. Outside of that, you're basically in a barren open world. Now, not only is this like a major issue, the big thing is the color scheme that this was chosen for was horrible. Everything feels so dark, desolate. You feel like you're just in an uninhabited, horrible little town that you don't want to even be in. Now, knocking out that, okay, this town is horrible, the map isn't that great, there's gotta be some redeeming qualities, right? So let's take a look. The farming itself isn't bad. You basically pick up plants, put them in the ground, grab a basket to collect your fruit or vegetables, take it into town, and sell it. Overall, you kind of will get into this general scheme of that repeating over and over. There's the option to unlock more plots of land, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but that's where really any of the enjoyment from this game falls apart. First of all, and I'm not sure if this is with every single vegetable in the game, but at least the tomatoes, I would plant during the day, and then the next day they would be fully grown, ready to take into the market to sell. It really broke the immersion from the game and just made no sense. Secondly, there is just a lot of oddities when it comes to actually growing your plants. There's a lot of tedium. You have to grab the plant, you have to plant each individually. You don't have an inventory system, you have to physically pick them up, bring them over, put them in the ground, grab the watering can when you're all done, water it, and it's just this continuous loop. It's tedious and it feels super unnecessary and just really devoid of fun. Now you could argue this is to enhance the realism, but that's where the realism really stops. So the realism that falls apart after this is just everything. Honestly, there is so many tedious things. Glitches abound to begin with. I pretty much for about 10 minutes got stuck behind a box next to the house when I was trying to climb onto the roof, and I was just completely stuck. I couldn't get out, and eventually by grabbing some random items and such, I was able to kind of wedge myself out of it. Secondly, there is wildlife in this game. Amazingly, there are deer, and I was enthused to try and hit one, which basically I collided with it and my truck bounced. Yeah, that's realistic. That's super realistic. The deer didn't notice me at all. We're going for it. We are going for it. Wow. And finally, the biggest glitch I ran into was my basket just completely disappeared. I had items just disappear that I had set in my truck or set onto shelves that the next day were gone. I couldn't find them. I looked around the entire farm, ended up going into town and being able to pick up some replacements, but it just seems so weird that a game that was tied to that, you know, being able to water your crops and everything, I wasn't able to. So overall, this is a game I cannot recommend in the slightest. There's just not a lot to do. The stuff that is there to do makes no sense why you would even feel compelled to do it. You have no reasoning to actually grow crops or do anything. There is some sort of hunger and bathroom, bars that every single Survivor game has to have now, but honestly, they deplete so quickly that I was able to get through a couple of days without having to worry about that. The driving mechanics aren't fun. Your truck supposedly takes damage, but I went off the side of a cliff and once again received no damage. Can I go off-road. I mean, you can do this. Apparently my truck took no damage doing any of that. So this game is just an overall time waster. There isn't any really redeeming qualities, unfortunately. The base foundation might be okay, but a lot of work would need to be put into this. I felt no need to even ever play this game again, unfortunately. And I hate to say that about anything that somebody puts time and effort into, but oof, boy. So overall, I would not recommend Farmer Life Simulator. If you're desperate and just want something to waste your time, maybe give it a check out. But overall, I don't think it's worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. It definitely helps me out. Until next time, this is Rev Mega saying I'll catch you later.